I'm Reservoir Dad from the website Reservoir Dad. I'm a stay-at-home dad to 4 boys. Here's some advice I'd like to pass on to my children. Sons, after many years of heavy weight training, I want you to go to university. It's an important step in building a successful and happy life. You must begin by hanging outside the medical student facilities. You will find many intelligent women who congregate there. They'll be learning things. Impress them with your large muscles, your superior strength, and while you make them laugh with your self-depreciating sense of humour, tell them you have the ability to knit, cook, maintain an orderly house and rear children. This is the best way to meet a smart young woman who will one day be a witch doctor. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a shock to the gathered assembly, but I've stopped blogging temporarily for a little while now. There are several reasons. Here are 3. I'm rebellious by nature, and I've been told by 2 people recently that my blog is very successful. So I'm rebelling against that success. Stuff you, Nana. I am insignificant and inconsequential. My contribution to the blogging world is negligible. And the other person, once Mum said to me, RD, you're so talented. Go stand in front of the mirror and say I love and respect myself. Why don't you ever finish anything? And I said, Mum, if you want me to finish things, stop telling me I'm so fucking good at them. It's not completely true. I do finish things and I finish them very quickly, and you only have to ask Reservoir Mum to find out that that's true. You might say that's a poor attitude, RD. You might say that's so adolescent. To that I'd say, yes, it is adolescent, but so is my taste in music, my unrelenting sex drive, and my washboard abs. At least I'm being consistent. The third reason I've stopped blogging temporarily is because I'm writing a novel, which I plan to finish by July. It's important to me to do this. I made the decision to put the blog aside until I completed the novel because the blog voice and the novel voice are completely different. Also, I have 4 boys under 7, and I put the majority of my time and energy into my children. They're my muses and say the craziest things, but the time they demand means I can only write at nights between 9ish and midnight. The kids are asleep generally by about 8:30 after a fair struggle. The half hour between then and 9 p.m. I dedicate to Reservoir Mum, the love of my life, who has a voracious appetite for me. She demands I complete certain nightly tasks so she can sleep peacefully. We often listen to energetic and sexy music while these tasks are being completed because it helps me to stay focused. Songs like Boom Boom Boom, Let's Go Back to My Room, the theme song to Welcome Back Kotter, and the one that motivates me the most, Chuck Berry's My Ding-a-Ling. This is boring. My life issues don't concern you. I'm aware of that. You just want to go to my blog and see me with my pants off, hear about my sexual exploits and discover the latest torture device my mother-in-law is trialling on me. And you're desperately upset that I'm not blogging daily. I get that. And I want you to know that I'll be back. In the meantime, I suggest you read Wednesdays from the Womb at Reservoir Dad and watch my dance videos. There are many and I'm very good at dancing. I'm running out of time and I can sense there's tension in the room because I've yet to tell you how to make your blog as successful as mine. How the fuck does he do it? You're wondering. He really has nothing to offer. And at the same time you're thinking, wow, he's such an arrogant prick. A confident man of adventure and intrigue. And that's where the answer to my success lies. Darren and Nikki, you might want to listen to this. Cole. I'd like to tell you that conjuring that assurance is something that takes great effort. The confident, drunk, sexually adventurous, outlandish soul you see before you is being driven by something much less reliable. On the inside, I'm 5 years old. My nana has just sprung me tipping out the jar of peanuts. And her holler of disappointment has surprised me so much that I'm dribbling piss into the depths of her brand new shag carpet. I'm almost certain that this internal image of myself is never evident on the blog. My belief when it comes to the creative life is this: the inside matters, the inside is important, but not all of it. You have to choose what to reveal and what to suppress. You have to choose what to highlight and augment. There's an objective world which I'm aware of and in tune with, but I'm constantly subjectifying it. Everyone does this, and people who say they don't are just being dishonest. Our actions in the world often contradict our thoughts and desires, and for a safe and functioning society, this is important, obviously. But I like the idea of blurring the boundaries a little. At times, my blog reflects my desire to do that. I blog because it offers me a great creative outlet with an immediate audience. I blog on a laptop late at night, sitting in an old chair, pants off, iPod in, my ears, with earphones. I listen to 80s classics almost every time I blog because 80s classics complete me. They're tinselly and melodramatic and synthetic and crazy, and when my mind is trapped between the sounds and the glare of the computer screen, there's a mixing of my brain chemistry that adds just the right amount of insanity to the real event I'm writing about. I have a So Sad I Want to Die playlist, an everyday melancholy playlist, a high energy I just snorted cocaine, have you seen my credit card anyway playlist, and an I will take over the world with psychotic violence, join me or die playlist. I'm very careful in choosing which playlist I choose for the post I'm writing. Sometimes I'll even swap between playlists when the mood changes at a particular point within a post. I find it temporarily transformative to write with this kind of stimulation. If I'm listening to I Want Your Sex by George Michael, I'm feeling sexual and writing about sex. If I'm listening to Stutter Rap by Morris Minor and the Majors, I'm thinking about all the sad little kids around the world with speech defects. If I'm listening to Dirty Dancing classic Hungry Eyes by Eric Carmen, it's because I want Patrick Swayze to waltz into my lounge room, take me by the hand and say, nobody puts Reservoir Dad in a corner. I'm listening to Too Shy by Kajagoogoo as I write this speech because I've decided people will like me more if I'm shy and humble, rather than awe-inspiring and arrogant. And so I'm trying to appear shy and humble right now. I'm pretty sure it's working. I'm looking for guest bloggers between now and July when I finish the novel. If you can show me some crazy, you're in.